All right, we're back here again talking about the reserve program. My name is Amir Meghani, CEO of JBW.
And I'm Efrain Villa, Design Director of JBW.
What's up? We're back.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, it's nice to be back talking about the reserve program again. And for people who it's the first time hearing about it, the reserve program is really, us thinking outside the box of our collection and our core product line. It's about exploration, trying new things, going into our design lab, and really, thinking out of the box and taking a step away from what when we're normally designing our core product line and completely just switching it up, leveling it up for you guys and just for us to push the design limits within the brand. And, we launched our first reserve watch ever this past July. And it was so much fun and super successful. And, now we're here at number 2. Some, design cues or some cues you can already see here. This is an emerald green box with the gold foiling there. There's just something a little bit different about this one. Going from ruby red to a new colorway that we're about to unbox here. And I don't know, what are you most excited about the reserve?
I love this color. I think that it resembles the closest to a real emerald stone. It has a deep green color to it. It goes very well with very muted colors, just in time for the fall, I think.
Yep.
The color red was so exciting to me because it was something that really made a statement. But with this green color, I think that it really does, you're able to take it out whenever you want. It's a really nice color. It complements the black, I think.
Yep.
Much better.
Yep.
And overall, very excited about introducing number 2.
Yeah, number 2, it's like, everyone says you come out with a bang.
Yeah.
But I feel like number 2 also allows us space to refine, improve, and just come back with something just as good, if not better. And, it's not, we didn't overhaul much here. We really focused on color play when it came to Reserve number 2. But, for those of you who this is the first time you're hearing about Reserve, we're going to go through every single detail about this product, about this packaging, about the experience. Speaking about the experience, I feel like that is one of the most unique things about the Reserve. It's about the way the program even works. Reserve is, there's only a limited amount of people that can get their hands on this watch. And when I say limited, we only release it for a certain period of time. So one, timing is important. When we drop this, you want to be right there ready to buy. It's, we individually number every single one. So once that reservation period closes, that's it. We're never, ever making this particular watch ever again. So timing is important. Getting in and having that confidence to make your decision, I think, is very important. And with the red, within a matter of like 4 to 6 weeks, like we sold, a good amount, and again, limited, never ever going to make it again. And so it's important to know what that means for Reserve. And I guess, like, are we ready to unbox this and kind of show it to the world for the first time? Yeah. It's super exciting. So let me go ahead and get these custom JBW Reserve gloves on. Yeah, I love that, GMT. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit about what that GMT really means. You can pull, I'll do the honors on opening the first one ever. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we've got a emerald green box with some gold foiling. Very nice leather, high gloss finish here. So here's some cool details. So on the side of the box, what you're reading here is anything mass is not very interesting. This was written by our creative director, and the idea was Reserve is not for the masses. It's for limited. It's for collectors. It's for people who love to, enjoy, I guess, the finer pleasures and just the unique things that when they gravitate and they see something they really love, they jump on it. You got our little website foiled here. Reserve is the name of the program. This is the date the brand was founded, August 22nd, 2008. Wow, 12 years. And yep, so here we go. A nice opening to it. Bam. So I'll let you guys take a quick look real quick here. So what you're seeing there is an emerald green reserve watch. I love this piece. I love the color combination. Yeah, there's just so much to see here and what you're looking at. This is black leather on the inside. Let me go ahead and pull this piece out. Let's focus on this watch. Okay, so a lot to see here, a lot to unpack on the Jet Setter GMT Reserve watch. So I guess the first thing to point out is the family. Maybe you can talk a little bit about it. You've been here from the beginning and helped design the Jet Setter family. So let's talk about what collection this is from.
So this collection originates from the 5 time zone Jet Setter. The original Jet Setter was created when the brand first started. So it's been around for 12 years. It's been very successful, hence it's been here for 12 years. And it's also been expanded to a 2 time zone, a 3 time zone, and now this is a GMT, which was released about 2 years ago. So the GMT really gives you that really nice clean look of 2 time zones, but with a normal 3-hand Swiss movement. What makes this...
What's the movement?
So the movement is a Swiss Ronda, 205...
505.
505.
.24. That means 24-hour time.
24-hour time zone.
Yeah.
So this movement is very specialized in that sense. So that's the Jet Setter family.
All about travel, all about inspired to get out and be on the go. And yeah, things are a little bit different right now, but the idea of travel and globetrotting and being out and about is definitely something that lives within the JBW brand. And I'm sure a lot of you can appreciate that. And so, beyond the fact that this watch is a 2 time zone, I think what you're really seeing in the Reserve watch is the shine, the colors, the vibrance of these stones and the diamonds on the dial. There is just a lot to see here. So I'm gonna go in and tell you guys a little bit about probably the thing that you want to know most about is what are these emerald crystals? How many are there? Where are they set? What is the sizing? So let's just get right into that. So inside the dial, we've got 419 genuine Swarovski crystals of the color Emerald 205, which is their marking of from Swarovski. So that's 1 millimeter stones, and you've got 3 layers of them. You've got them all around the tracker, which is on the very outside, which is nearly hugging the crystal. Then you've got 2 layers on the inside of the dial around the hour markers, around the that center UP ring, and then around the date display, and then that really cool globe that you designed. Maybe you could speak a little bit about that globe real quick while we're talking about the dial.
For the whole Jet Setter collection, we've always implemented a world map. Some of the other collections featured in the case back, but for this model, we've decided to put it on the dial. This UP dial, on this dial, the MOP is a very iridescent color, natural white MOP, so that it underlays the bottom of the map.
Just for people who don't know, MOP means mother of pearl. That's a genuine stone from the earth that we've taken a slice of and put that on the dial and then designed that world map on it.
Correct.
Yeah. And then you got that little ring that goes around it that really helps extenuate it on the dial. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that you got a chance to speak about that design detail. And so yeah, so we spoke about 419 emerald Swarovski crystals in the dial. Then at the hour markers is when we get into the diamonds. We've got diamonds at almost every single hour marker, 3 of them set in that little channel. So talk to me a little bit about that setting and the color of the diamond and what we chose, why we chose it.
Yeah, so these diamonds are black diamonds. They're full cut, round cut stones. They're set in every hour marker. They're actually individually hand set and prong set in each hour. So they're very unique in the sense that they are meant to really contrast the green and the black plating, but the black diamonds definitely do give it some type of a shine.
Yeah, and I think I really loved that, when we were talking about the design, we were going back and forth between white diamonds, black diamonds, but we just felt like the black diamonds complemented the whole look of this collection with the black plating and the black markings all inside the dial. We even have that kind of stealth black hands, all 4 of those hands inside the dial. And it's very important to understand also the grade of diamonds that we're using. So we're using SI quality GH color. So SI means slightly included. So you may get a little bit of inclusion, but when you're looking at it inside this dial, this thing is shining so bright back at you. And GH color is near colorless. So almost a perfect diamond is what we're setting here inside this dial on, on those hour markers. 23 of them.
Yes.
So, all right, let's move now to the bezel and bracelet. All right, so we've got 619, right? Yes. 619 2mm princess cut Swarovski crystals in that emerald 205 color. So we've got that here on the bezel, on to the bracelet, and every single link is flooded with these crystals, and you can see all the way to the back. There's not a single place that we have missed putting a emerald Swarovski crystal on this watch. And that's what people loved about this. I remember the first time when we dropped the red one on our Instagram and just the comments started flooding in like, does it go all the way to the back? I love that it goes all the way to the back. And I think that's just about, if you're going to buy a watch that's fully flooded, it's about it going all the way around. And I think that, that was a decision we made, like, let's do it. Let's wrap the whole entire bracelet in these crystals. And yeah, again, I'm going to show you guys here how nice that looks. And, I think that black plating on the base really complements the emerald color really well.
Another thing we've done is added a hidden clasp.
Yeah, talk about that. Here, I'll open it right here.
Most of the clasps in our collections are safety clasps, but on this one we've integrated a full stainless steel buckle. And so it still has a very intuitive 2 pushers on the side that let you open the clasp. But whenever you close it, you get that full flooded Swarovski crystal back, which is what we're trying to really aim for. So yeah.
And I love that technical description there, so you guys understand that there's lots of buckles in the market that we can choose from. We've used the double safety with the clasp, but again, this is about remembering the reason, the reason why this watch is so special. It is those crystals. That's what you want people to see. That's what we want people to see when this watch is on your wrist. So hiding that clasp there was super important to finish off this design on the inside of the bracelet there. So we talked about the dial. We talked about the bracelet. On the bezel, we've got some also emerald Swarovskis there on the lugs. Now let's get a little bit into some of those reserve details, like what we've got here on the side of the case and into the case back. It's kind of hard to see this, but don't worry, we'll make sure that you get a good look at this where my hand is here, or my finger is here. But what that says there is reserve 001. So that number is going to be unique to each and every single watch. We're going from one all the way up to the number of watches that are going to be reserved by you guys in this reservation period. So that number could go to 10, that number could go to a couple hundred. But again, the watch that you get, you're going to be the only one with that number. And that's, again, the reserve detailing that we're putting onto the watch there. And then into the case back, you've got the markings of here. Actually, I think we have a nice little picture also of the case back here that might even help. Yeah, right here. Where you could really see what we have going on there. So what that reads is GMT Reserve, JBW Design House, 220808, 5 ATM. So that's water resistance, right? 5 atmospheres of water resistance. You want to go dive in this watch, you can go dive in it. But I don't think that we recommend anyone taking this into the ocean. This is a piece you wear maybe to the beach, but not into the water.
Another pointer on the case back is also it has most case backs have a screw back, which twists. But for this model, we've decided to add 6 real screws on the case back that really secure the case back in the back. This allows for a higher water resistance. So that's a really nice touch. Keeps the case back always centered. Keeps the display really nicely like that. So,
definitely.
This is just another idea of just trying to keep everything really nicely integrated and just
clean. Like I love just how clean this looks right here. And I mean, it's obviously you're seeing a picture here, but when you see this watch in person, oh my God, you are going to be just simply amazed by all the details that we've put into this design. So yeah, there we go. There's that case back, all IP black plated all the way through into the case back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right back here. Yeah, so you were talking about some screws and some other details that I missed, I think, here is the way the bracelet is attached to the case, okay? There's definitely some screw mechanisms going on here. You're seeing here 1, 2 screws there, keeping that case together and securing your bracelet really well to the case. And yeah, I feel like, you know, I've covered a lot of stuff with this watch. Might be the time to try it on. Yeah. Let me throw this piece on for you guys so you can really see how it looks on the wrist. I'm wearing the gold platinum series echelon here so you can kind of see how this profile looks on my wrist before I throw this green one on.
And while Amir puts this watch on, I do want to speak to the sizing. So we've had a lot of customers that have purchased, both male and female have purchased our Red Reserve.
Yes.
So if you're thinking about the sizing, it currently has 6 links on each side, so it's meant to fit a really wide wrist.
Yes.
But for someone that has a very small wrist, it is fully sizable, so you can remove every single link on this band.
Yes, very important for people to know that. All right, how does this look? Check me out. Love the white and then this kind of tan brown color with the green. Oh my God. Love this. Check this out. Stones look incredible. God, my hand's shaking. Relax. But yeah, no, the watch is amazing, incredible design fee, and just, you know, part of also JBW is about the personality of our brand. You know, I think what makes JBW also special is that bold personality. And you get that in the experience of when you're making your purchase and in unique projects like this. But then the minute you put this watch on, you feel, it feels really good on your wrist. And I think that's important. You know, it's that feeling you get when you put that watch on. A lot of, timepiece decisions relate to your emotions too, right? Like, when you're going to wear this watch? Is it a gift for somebody important? So I think that's really a key in some intangible factors when you're thinking about JBW as a brand. If this might be your first watch from JBW, like that would be an amazing first watch to get. You'll be one of very few people in the world to have this. Yeah. So, I think those details and the stones and just the setting and the quality and time that we take in not only designing but manufacturing each piece individually is important in the experience for the customer. Yeah, and you know, you can talk a little bit about that. Like these are all hand set in here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So every single stone in this was hand set by someone, on the dial, on the case, on the band and the bezel.
The diamonds, on the channel setting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking a little bit about the functionality on the GMT, if you guys can see that on Amir's wrist, it has an hour hand, your minute hand, and your second hand. You'll notice a small hand with a little arrow. That is the second GMT time zone. So if you maybe you're in Dallas and it's 9 p.m. and then maybe in Dubai it's 6 a.m. then you can adjust that other hour to whatever time zone you're currently on. So you'll always know the time back at home.
Yeah, and then you got that date display. A very important classic timepiece upgrade in the movement. Oh my God. Okay, can you bust out my phone real quick, or let me take my phone out and shine some light on this piece. Hold on, let me take this off. All right, I want to shine some light on this watch. I really want people to see what happens when light hits this. Hits 1,065 Swarovski emerald crystals and 23 diamonds. When you hit this light on here, okay, check this out. Oh my God. There we go.
Just move it around. See how it kind of looks?
You can just see how. So when the minute you walk into that room, you walk into that party, you're out to dinner and the light's there, this watch shines everywhere, all the way down. Let me just... get your watch in this frame. Let's shine it on both.
Yeah.
If some of you are special enough or balling enough to get two, it's what it's like right here. Yep. So there you go. Here you have it there. The Emerald Reserve from JBW. I love this watch. I think you're going to love it the minute you get it home. Yeah. Here's the box. Get you guys another close look at the box. Oh, here's some links. E was talking about adjustable. We had to take 2 links out to fit my wrist there so you can see. Nice and flooded there and there. Yeah, here's the box. Let me close this box. Paper on this box. You did such a good job with the design on this. I think the next step is really understanding what's the process for ordering the Reserve. I think what you need to know is when it's available and it's open for ordering, you can buy. Mm-hmm. It's just that as we get closer and closer to the end of the period, you need to make that decision. But once we close the reservation period, that's it. There's no extension. There's no, you could still order. No, that's it. So it's a finite number that are going to be made. And, you could be one of the few that get their chance at it.
Okay.
One take?